I learned when I went there was that you can be, you can be a victim of, so something, trauma has happened to you, but it doesn't mean you have to be a victim of that. You can still be empowered by saying, okay, so that's happened to me. I can't unhappen it, but now I can choose how I deal with it and how I move forward from that. And
Mhm.
so that was for me the biggest thing. It was about like taking responsibility. Okay, that's happened. I can't go back. It's happened. I have to find a way to move forward and deal with it, and move forward in my, and put that, not say, you never forget it. Like you said, you don't
Right.
forget, you find a way, strategies, and you leave it where it belongs. Really, it should be empowering. It gives you strength. You finding a way to draw strength from it. um,
I used to be like that. I used to say, I grew up in, a verbally abusive home, and, and then I would just find men that act the same way as, how my parents acted with each other. And,
yeah,
I noticed, like, now I'm with such a good man, and he's so sweet and considerate, and, listens and tries to help me through this process. But sometimes I find myself yelling, and he's like, "Why are you yelling?" And I used to say, "Well, that's just the way I am. I have a big voice, and I'm passionate," and I would
yeah, yeah,
come up with the excuse, say, my behavior is justifiable because this is who I am and this is what I've been through. This is how I know how to communicate. And then it really, and he would say, "Well, no, that's not how I want to communicate. So go in the other room, relax, lower your voice, and then come back and talk to me, when you're calm, because I want to be on the same page as you." And I was like, oh my gosh, like no one ever said that to me. And it really makes you look at yourself and the way that you behave. And it's great that you did workshops on it. But I wanted to mention it because a lot of people, and people who are listening now might say, oh, I you know grew up in a broken family. I don't know anything about how to treat someone, or my father was never present, or I grew up in the ghetto my whole life, so I can't get out of it. This is me, this is who I am, and this is what my purpose in life and what life has handed to me. And that's not true, because you need to break free from everything that you grew up with, everything that your past generation handed down to you, is for you to make a change and work on yourself.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've really hit the nail on the head there. I think totally agree with that. Because when you say people, this is just me, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. It's really up to you. It doesn't have to be. You can break that cycle. You don't have to repeat the pattern.
Right.
And sometimes I know people, it's quite hard. So you can say, just ask yourself, what if I'm meant for more? What if? Just plant that little seed of change. It doesn't have to be, yeah, I am confident, I am this, or I'm going to be. What if you are capable of change? What if you are amazing, and more amazing than you think you are? What if? Wouldn't it be wonderful, to sort of think just a little bit differently? And that's empowering, because it's so disempowering to say, well, this has happened to me, this is how I am. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of just, you're just giving the power to abusers, or the people that, that whatever past experiences you had, you just feel, you're giving power to that. It's very disempowering. You want to empower yourself and say, look, you know what, okay, that bad stuff's happened, but I am going to, I'm going to grow and learn from it, and I'm going to make a change.
Mm-hmm.
That's empowering.
And
um
also for your children too, I make sure that my daughter's not going through the same thing that I went through. And that's how also breaking the cycle, that yes, I had like things happen to me, but I can give her that knowledge to not continue that pattern, so that
Absolutely,
she
yeah.
could understand at a young age that, it's okay not to be okay. And
Yeah.
it's okay to go through those emotions, but when you really know yourself and you work on yourself, is how you're going to, be successful in life.